Maybe we can get iron rings here. No, okay, then we do lightning. I just decided we do lightning, guys. Oh wait, I want to try the new technology. Oh, look at it! Oh, it's so beautiful! Oh, that's the best thing that ever happened to Path of Exile. Look, I can take a stack, and I can put bam, 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 and then I time out. Hi guys, Capmaster here, and today I come to you from the first day of the League launch. We're currently a level 34 Occultist already. Luckily we managed to ascend, and yeah, we've only made it to Act 4 so far, and despite the fact that the League's been going for 6 hours and 16 minutes already, I just took a break, but we have like 2 hours and 29 minutes playtime on this character. And you might say, but yeah, Capmaster, you always die on the first day of the League really early. But I actually made the character as soon as I was able to log in, which is also only 4 hours and 34 minutes ago. And sadly, I have to say that as much as I was super hyped about this League start, because all the changes and the reward system improvements and everything are super promising, I'm afraid that this is a kind of catastrophe for GGG. I feel really sorry, and they must be freaking out in their offices right now, but they had massive problems with a very, very slow queue earlier. And yeah, just quickly gonna bring up the article for you on the Path of Exile. Path of Exile news. They had problems with the server stability, and they had problems with the queue, which is really unfortunate, because as soon as the extremely slow queue started happening, Chris Wilson posted that users are getting in and the game is stable once they're through the queue, but it's going to take a while for the queue to clear, and we're very sorry about that. And as more and more people started to get in, we found out that the game is not stable at all, and actually quite a few people in my chat have told me about how they disconnected multiple times fighting bosses, trying to run through zones. They got rollbacks where they lost progress on their character after being kicked out. They come back, they're missing an item, missing waypoints, missing experience, and yeah. It's really, really unfortunate, because another sentence in this is we're acutely aware that a similar problem occurred last League launch, and we thought we had resolved it. And as much as people are giving hate to GGG, I mean, I can't really imagine that they're trying to mess this up, right? This is really near and dear to their heart. They want the League start to be good, but sadly, this time was, for many people, as I have heard, probably the worst League start of all times, just because you barely can play at this point. And yeah, the fact that some people are either lucky and fast and made it into maps already, or other people, big streamers, have gotten prioritized. The Reddit currently is full with outrage over GGG letting streamers skip queue, and yeah, even to the point that I heard from my community that certain streamers like Zizran, I think, Steel, and definitely Ziggy D even asked GGG to remove their streamer privilege. Right? I talked about it on stream a little bit, and while there's certain problems associated with letting streamers skip queue. I think if anyone should be able to skip queue, then it's people entertaining a whole lot of people, right, and marketing their game for them. But as my chat informed me, it's also kind of false advertising, right? When you see the streamer doesn't get a queue, logs in and out, gets kicked out, because streamers also have the stability problems, but they actually, a lot of people were able to get past queue like that. And it's been offered to me, and I don't think I have streamer privilege, but I guess I hope I get it, because, you know, I don't think it hurts anyone if I get it. The only difference between me getting it and not getting it would be I can play and I can't stream. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's different opinions on this, and if I wasn't streaming myself, I'd probably also be salty that people who are streaming are prioritized in that way. And certainly I would be if I was trying to competitively race in one of the hardcore, or in one of the trade economies, and when I was trying to get an economic advantage, and someone was able to play already 6 hours and I'm only able to play 2 hours. That seems kind of unfair. Like, I lose a lot of progress and a lot of wind out of my sails on day one. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video for those of you who are not here for the league start. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. It's a huge outrage and drama at the moment, and as you can see in our little private league, the first player has just entered the dread thicket in Act 7. So yeah, after 6 hours and 21 minutes after the league start. So you can imagine how that is. I mean, we were like 60 people in the small private league. This time around, I guess I could talk a little bit about that. We're playing in a private league with Enki and Baker and a bunch of our community members. Small community, we're like in total like 60, 70 people. And we're gonna see how far we can make it. And there will also be a raffle in the end of the first month that you can gain tickets for by killing bosses in this league. So if anyone's interested, I'll post the link in the description down below to Enki's Discord and to the private league again. If you want to join late, as you can see, there's nothing that you have missed out on. You can easily catch up. And it's not a race to bosses, it's just like collect as many tickets for the raffle as you want, and then you can win something if you're lucky. And obviously you shouldn't do it just in order to win something, but in order to have fun. And that's ultimately why I'm not super salty about this league start. There's no actual competition, no actual race, and I'm just chilling, having fun with my community. I actually had a beer earlier when we were waiting in queue, and yeah, can't wait to talk to you about how my league start goes. This character is a generic leveling tree. It's a witch. We ascended into Occultist. The plan is to go Bladefall, Bladeblast, because Bladefall, Bladeblast has only been nerfed a tiny little bit, lost a little bit damage effectiveness and about a quarter of its base damage, but is still looking fairly well. The POBs I've seen overall lost about 20% of their total damage, and if you lose 20% of 6 million, you go down to 1.2 million, by 1.2 million to 4.8 million. I think that's, while noticeable, you know, 4.8 million damage is still more than enough, right? If you had 6 before, you still have 4.8, you're gonna be fine, I think. But yeah, I'll also link the video from SOMAYD in the description below. SOMAYD is a softcore streamer who goes with these zoomy explodey builds, and he released a build guide and a POB for a version of this build that goes all the way down here, picks up acrobatics, phase acrobatics, and wind dancer. But I think if I directly start here and stretch over there, then I'll not get enough life to survive in hardcore. So my plan is to go with Mind Over Matter at first, while I stretch over here to get acrobatics and not reserve anything, and then when I saved up enough points that I can fully make the jump to Wind Dancer, then I would give up Mind Over Matter over here and start using a reservation. But we'll figure it out. it's really not set in stone. I've never played this build before. Right, again, if it was competition, I would probably play something that I played before. But I just want to have fun, and the most fun, honestly, in Path of Exile is usually when I play builds that I haven't played before, because, you know, the gears start turning again, you see options that you didn't see before, and items that didn't really seem valuable to you before all of a sudden have a certain appeal. Yeah. If there's any questions that you want answered, make sure to post them down in chat. I'll be sure to release a video with my progress on the second day or later today if I decide to play all the way. I was gonna play all day until the afternoon and then go to bed and wake up really, really early at like around this time and then start streaming again. But honestly, with all the stop and go and a lot of time that I spent in the screens, I lost a little bit of drive. It's not like I'm not super energetic anymore. I've thought about going to bed several times, especially when I've been kicked out. But I have to say that the moments that I spent in the game so far have been really fun. Like I mean, it's always hard to tell. You always, when a new league starts, you feel like it performs better because you start in the early game, and in the early game the performance is not terrible. But like all these little changes that GGG always makes, like for example here in Crystal Veins, if you can see that, it's very, very different. You have these purple light sources everywhere, and it just looks fresh and good. I'm just having fun with that. And I also found an incredibly good wand. Like I made myself 2 flat lightning damage wands with the recipe, right? With the rare ring, rare topaz ring, and orb of alteration and blue wand for a tier 6 flat lightning damage to spells roll. That works with other elemental rings and with blue rings and white rings for lower tiers that have lower level requirements, 8 and 14 respectively as well. But I actually found a wand with 1 tier higher flat lightning, and it's not really that, like, I think that's the highest tier flat lightning that you can roll this early, because it's only an item level 39 wand, and yeah, it's just 1 tier better than what I have here, and it also has a triple increased elemental damage tier 6, right? Lightning, fire, and cold, 3 to 7 each, and it had 2 free prefixes, so I crafted increased spell damage. The low E craft, but that's going to be replacing one of these 2 wands as soon as I hit level 35. Anyway, just wanted to make a quick video because I made a thumbnail earlier while I was kind of bored when waiting in queue, and I want to put that to good use. Where's the thumbnail? I can't find the Inkscape. Probably closed Inkscape. But yeah, you probably already saw the thumbnail if you clicked on the video, and you know what else you're gonna see? You're gonna see me smile if you click the subscribe button, you press the like, and you leave a comment down below, and you come over to twitch.tv/catmasterop to check out the stream, the lovely people over there, and yeah, to have some early league fun and conversations about the new mechanic, which again looks awesome. The mechanic is pretty fun. I did a couple of rounds of ultimatums already, and I've been told that they, even early on in the acts, scale extremely well in terms of rewards, and like the little quality of life things, like being able to pick up a stack of something, right? And then you can shift click now. This was not possible before. You can shift click, you can drop single items from the stack. It's so cool, guys. Like, obviously here, it's if you're not racing, if you're not doing these recipes and trying to be fast, sure, you could also unstack with the old method. Oh wait, the old method doesn't work anymore? Yeah, no. Shift click on here, right? That's how you unstacked before. But it's a little bit clunky, and especially if you're trying to go fast, I feel this is much more intuitive, where you can just pick up something and then shift click, bam. And especially later on when I delve and I get resonators, and you want to, you know, get a stack of resonators and then put every resonator in, because you can't socket a fossil in a resonator if it's stacked in a stack. You need to have the resonator unstacked, and I always hated that, having to unstack my resonators with shift click like that. But now I can just pick up a stack of resonators and be bam, 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 bam. So awesome. Best quality of life feature. I'm sure there's other good ones, but that's just, I'm really amazed about that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful League start after the performance problems have been fixed. I mean, I trust. GGG.